No, but have you listened to the Splatoon music though? Like, I really want you to tell me that does not sound like a deaf guy doing Screamo.
But it sounds magnificent.
Yo, what is up, guys? CannibalPikachus here again, and Max, apparently. We're bringing you guys another anti-cards of the week. So, this is our series where we like to talk about a card that can come off the ban list and another card that should go on the ban list and or be limited slash errata, you know, all that fun stuff. One card that needs to be hit, basically.
Hit that card.
Today, I'm back to being the spiteful, hateful one, while this guy gets to be the good one, I guess. The savior of the ban list.
I am the light side.
Alright, so what do we want to bring back then?
Why do I get to be the light side? I don't know. Bringing back Heavy Storm. Think about it. Everyone's like, oh, I wish I had a Heavy Storm right now. You have 12 freaking back rows, Ritual Beasts. But think about it. It's not going to hurt anything. Nekroz would run it. Oh no, but what do we also run? Counter traps, hand traps. We have enough to protect ourselves from a one of Heavy Storm. That more than one, we need to probably slap somebody around if that ever happened. But if there's ever a meta where we need 3 Heavy Storm, I am probably done playing this game. Although sometimes against Cleese, I feel like we need 3 Heavy Storm.
Yes and no on that one. I have like mixed feelings on it. I'd say the Heavy Storm would be broken, obviously. Like it does not really doing, or it wouldn't really like push the meta like completely out of control like Snatch Steal did. That was just fucking ridiculous. But
it was interesting though.
No, it wasn't. It was stupid. It was just people Snatch Stealing the same monster from each other.
We just have so much back row destruction as it is, and it's not impacting anything. Nekroz decks really don't care either way. They sometimes run back rows. That's usually game 2 or 3. Cleaforts would be affected by it, obviously.
The only complaint I might have with this is that it lets certain decks that don't run any back row, e.g. Shadalls and Nekroz, a pretty much clear-cut win condition if they manage to draw it against decks that rely on spell and trap support. So, Cleafort and Stellar Knights are a big one too.
I don't know, because Stellar Knights always have that alpha on board.
I tell you what, I do not always have an alpha on board.
You also never have a Denev on board either.
That is a lie. I've seen her plenty lately.
But Heavy Storm in itself will not change much. It might even make some other decks playable that we're not even thinking about. Or stop decks that shouldn't be playable. Like Shadalls, setting that L Shadall fusion, force the play early. Let's do that.
I think the one thing I could see with Heavy Storm why it might not come off the ban list still is because Konami's really pushing pendulums right now.
Pendulums are huge. I'm surprised they haven't hit in Fairy Winds and in Spell Shattering Arrows. I mean, I guess people aren't teching them enough.
No, Spell Shattering Arrows are a new ulti in the next Astral Pack.
Ooh, okay, so they just want to make some money and then ban.
And then they'll hit it.
Yeah. Down to 1 guy, sorry, it's shiny now. Everything shiny's down to 1.
Ghost Rares, Premium Gold, Ultimate Rare, Spell Shattering Arrow.
You can only run 1 shiny in your entire deck.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, I could see it coming back though. I mean, it would force people like me to play a lot differently. I'd have to play I'd have to play my Stellar Knights way differently.
Oh no.
I couldn't just be like Deneb.
You might have to run Starlight Road.
Starlight Road making that comeback. I haven't run Starlight Road in forever.
Think about it. Just a quick tech in your Stellars. You're going to have 2 or 3 back row anyways. A Heavy Storm, you play a Stardust. Oh no, I can stop something else you told me. Where's that Mirror Force?
I can see it. I can see it.
Shriver it back to the extra deck, set another one. You only have to tech 1 Stardust.
Oh my god. Huh? Heavy Storm's not bad though.
Let's hear about this card that you hate.
This card, hate might be a strong word for it. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm just trying to hate on every meta deck out there. There's just certain cards I feel in them that should be limited for the sake of making them slightly more fair. Except Stellar Knights, obviously. You should leave them alone.
Yeah, just make them less fair too.
Right? Yeah. The card I would want, this one is not ban worthy in my opinion, but I would like it limited to one, is Shurit, Strategist of the Nekroz. So, anyone who plays on any sort of semi-competitive level probably knows what Shurit does. It's a little Nekroz guy. He counts as a whole tribute for any Nekroz ritual summoned monster. Has to be exactly one. And if he's tributed, you can search your deck for a Nekroz warrior monster. The Nekroz warrior ritual monster. There we go, in specific.
So specific.
And my only issue with Shurit is, like, it's not his counting as a whole tribute thing. Like, that's not the part that really bothers me, because a lot of decks have done that. Like Gishkis, for example, they had Shadow and Vision.
Which Nekroz come from.
Yeah. But they had like Shadow and Vision, and those would count as like the whole tribute for the monsters too. So Nekroz get to utilize it all just a little bit better, because Nekroz mirror the to banish him from the grave, so 2 Shurits technically equals 4 Shurits. But you only get to search twice. But that's the issue, is that search. When he's tributed, and that's where I don't like it, because Nekroz already have just a stupid amount of search power to start off with. Like, they have the Jews, Manju and Senju. You have brown cards that can go and tutor out blue cards, and you have blue cards, Brio, Quazlas, that can tutor out green cards or other blue cards, or even Brio can tutor out another brown card. It's just like, it's a whole rainbow they can search out. They can search out anything, any color of the freaking deck that they want, basically. Except purple. Thank the Lord freaking Jesus, they don't have the searchable trap. But it's the search that I really don't like, because ritual summons, I feel like, need to have some sort of cost associated to them, and you shouldn't be able to completely neutralize yourself on a ritual summon, which the problem is they can already do it fairly well with Nekroz Kaleidoscope, because they send the Herald to the Arclight, the Herald for the Unicorn,
and Herald searches,
and then Herald searches, so it's pretty much a neutral ritual spell, and then Shurit just keeps up on that, like, and he gets out the big ass boss monsters. You're getting stuff like Trishula and Valkyrs out off of him. And if those aren't already enough of a problem for your opponent to deal with, you get to search out another warrior. And that's the part I don't like. It's just giving out way too much advantage. Like,
they already even have that with the mirrors banishing in the graveyard to generate more mirrors. They don't need it, the search. And I mean, they don't need to run more than one Shurit. You see 1 to 2. So
most
it's not
of
like
them are running 2, so hitting it down to 1 wouldn't drastically affect the deck.
Nope.
They just have to be a little bit smarter with their Shurit play, which I think is perfectly legitimate concern. It's the same reason Prep got hit, because it's just too much plussing in a deck that doesn't need it. I think in order to make it just a little bit more fair, Shurit should go down to 1, just to limit the searching, because I won't go so far as to say Nekroz are 2-0, because that's definitely not the truth. But they are inherently more powerful than every other deck out there right now. So, I mean, they're I guess you could, let's just say, like, tier 0.75.
Just the fact that they can search and come back.
They're not unbeatable. Every tier 1 deck is capable of beating them, so Shadows can beat them, Burning Abyss can beat them, Stellar Knights can beat them. It's just harder for them to, because they're just inherently on a slightly higher power level than every other deck in the format. And I feel like they should be brought, down to tier 1 level with everything else of the meta, make it a little bit more even by just limiting on just the amount of like free searching you can do. Because like I said, ritual summons should have some sort of cost associated to them. Free ritual summons is going a little far. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't think it should ever be allowed to continue. So.
You know, it wouldn't be so much an issue for me if Cleese weren't blocking ritual beasts, because ritual beasts can crap all over Nekroz. So Shurit can come to 12 as far as I'm concerned, if Cleese would just get out of the way.
That's a topic for another video, sir. Alrighty guys, those are our anti-cards of the week. Let us know down in the comments below what you thought of our choices and all that. Like and subscribe like always, and peace out.